Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I am your Rhythmic Lightworker, back here with another video, another beautiful message for my wonderful Divine Collective. I just wanted to come on here and give this message because it seemed like something that was very urgent. I've been getting extreme downloads about this for about a year now, but I decided not to talk about it because I know how people can be. I know how people can, especially if they think they know who the reader is, they can take that reading and turn it into their personal, crap show. We'll just bypass that, okay? What I'm going to do today instead is, first I'm going to pull this out, an emanation. Let's see. Okay, I ask the Most High to come in. Let's bless this reading, please. Okay, always starting with the East, Archangel Raphael. Please come in, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Metatron, and Zadkiel. I ask you to please come in, cover all sides and corners of my energy field as I channel this message from the collective. Archangel Zadkiel, any messages that I do bring forth, please wrap me in a sphere of violet light so that I can transmute the energy as I am giving the message. Please and thank you. So, I hope everyone out there is doing okay. I have not been on YouTube in about 6 to 8 months. Every time I was getting on here, a lot of us readers know how it's been and how hard it is for us to do readings. We have a lot of chaos agents that like to run rampant whenever we're recording. It's hard for a lot of us, especially if we record outdoors, to get our message out without someone coming through. You can also check out my other channel, Rhythmic Lightworker Oracle. I've got 2. I had to make 2 channels because one of them got stolen, okay? My first one ever. And then after I made all my spiritual court case files, which was 22 of them, they gave me my profile back, but it was wiped clean. I was like, thanks. Well, at least I got it back, you know. See how the cards just flew out like that? Someone's not happy. I've been hearing all day. I've been hearing I thought I saw a putty tat. I did saw a putty tat. So, something about maybe the Looney Tunes, maybe something about the Warner Brothers. Okay. Oh. AZRAEL. Angel of Death, man. I knew it. I've been feeling this. AZRAEL. Now, this can be a death to finances. It can be a death to... It doesn't have to be a literal death. However, I have been channeling a literal death. And I know that people don't usually like to hear that, but it's definitely true. So I would like to also welcome AZRAEL. So I've had dreams of the Archangel AZRAEL scooping me up and walking me out of neighborhoods or anything that I'm in the middle of that I need to be taken out of. It doesn't always mean, death, but it can. I feel like someone may have hexed you. I feel like you've been hexed. I feel like you... Sorry about that. It's a new camera holder and it's very flimsy over here. Alright, so AZRAEL, the Angel of Death. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean an death, but it definitely could. Especially if you're dealing with any kind of dark energy, dark rituals, dark magic. As you know, I don't usually like to give the enemy or the negative practitioner any glory. However, in this situation, it may be the actual practitioner passing away, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's someone's time. All right, let's see what's going on. Right out the date on the yep. Devil in reverse, 6 of Wands in the upright. Can y'all see that, or am I putting it up too high? There we go. My cards aren't acting right today either. I might want to work with me here. And also, just a little bit about me. I've had a doppelganger, and I've had a false twin. I've had people running around pretending to be me without my permission. I've had people who have stolen my identities, stolen my accounts, pretty much anything they can to get me from working. But I'm going to get this message out come hell or high water, because I am a messenger for the Most High, and I do what the Most High tells me. Even though I don't get paid very much, well, even though I don't get paid anything at all, I'm a messenger of the Most High God. I am a messenger of Source, and I will continue to be, no matter what happens or how many times I have a lawnmower started. Like I was saying on my other account, my Rhythmic Lightworker account, there's pretty much not a video on there that I posted, because I did them all outside where they're not, my neighbor didn't start the lawnmower. See, anything they could do to put me in this, keep me from working energy. So you may be dealing with something like that, where you're having issues financially. This may have been a financial death. I don't know. Let me see what's going on. Oh, the High Priestess. So this may, like I said, the death of the practitioner. The practitioner may be passing away. I feel like there's, you know, I don't like to get into it, but I'm a light worker and I have to do what I have to do. And a lot of times I have to channel these very dark messages because I have to shine light on them. Unfortunately, in this situation, I feel like there's a very dark practitioner who has been doing some very dark death magic. And she may not be here very much longer. She may be using the Quran or the Torah, see, to do this magic. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, Queen of Cups. Yeah. And her daughter may be running around for her. I feel like it's 2 women. Let me see. Let's see. Most High, let me clarify. Please clarify what's going on here. Oh, the Hierophant. I'm telling you, there is a spiritual practitioner that is fixing to pass away here. They're not going to see it coming. Or maybe they're having like, see, judgment. They know it's coming. I'm going to take it. They know this is coming too. Judgment just came out twice. We've got a High Priestess, Divine Celebration in reverse. Someone celebrated too soon. It feels like a coven. There's 3 witches here. There's 3 witches here. I'm telling you, man. And Judgment came out back to back. Someone is definitely under judgment. A High Priestess over their spiritual practices. They're under judgment for stealing. It looks like for trying to dump someone's cup out. Someone's under severe judgment. Severe judgment. And this will be coming from the Most High, from the heavens. This is final. There will be no more. Look, okay, so in Haitian voodoo, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll say, okay, I may be dying, but I'm going to need you to, I'm going to need you to come in and raise me back up here in a few days. Okay, this is not new. You can do your own research, do your own, but anytime there's any kind of Haitian voodoo or Haitian, the practitioners, they don't play. They don't play. Okay, most of the time they have been practitioners since birth, especially in Haiti, especially like Trinidad. I mean, I've had a very strong, powerful root worker actually go into my DNA, into my Akashic records before, and bind me in the DNA sequence. That is some intelligent witchcraft. Okay, let me tell you, it hurt me in the dream state just to go through what they were doing to me. Okay, so in order to come through that, you must transmute that. Okay, that's called transmutation. Well, I was able to do it, and now here I am sitting here before you as a divine messenger of source. Well, I always was. That's how they knew who to come for. But now I feel like this person's going to be in the Five of Pentacles, because it feels like they were coming for one of us. And if they were coming for one of us, it's 144,000 DNA strands activated in your genome sequence right now. Okay. Yep. They're trying to bind you. They're going to be bound. See, I was saying they were trying to bind someone's DNA sequence. A queen, a high priestess themselves. See, a lot of people think that the high priestess, although it is, okay, is the highest card in the deck. And although it is, technically, okay, sorry about my camera. I feel like and a lot of other spiritual practitioners resonate more with the Hierophant, because after you go through, you can be a high priestess and still be very dangerous. Okay, you can be a high priestess and still be ignorant, spiritually ignorant. You know, you can go through spiritual psychosis quickly as a high priestess, but once you get to this Hierophant status, okay, for a lot of us, we feel like this would be the higher card. Well, for me anyway, because I've been through my past lives, and I was a very, very high level voodoo practitioner in one of my past lives, okay? Now, this is not because I was in my Akashic records, but this is because whenever they took me to their dream state, they showed me in like about very, 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 very long time ago, I had lost a child, and so I made a voodoo doll, I guess, and they were showing me that I put so much sadness and love into that doll this lifetime when I was trying to go through and clean up my past lives, like you have to do when you're trying to activate your Merkaba or your Kundalini, you know, when you're trying to raise your Kundalini. I was going through my past lives, going through my Akashic records and trying to make sure that I was cleaning up my karma. Well, once I got to a certain level, they were showing me what's every single stitch. It was so emotional for me, and there was so much like love and like pain and sorrow that I put into this doll, that it had given it a life of its own, kind of like a I forgot the name of them, but they use them for protection in Wiccan, and you may be dealing with something similar to this, okay? You may be dealing with someone who was trying to put you in the Five of Pentacles energy, that was trying to bind you, that was trying to put a death to your finances, or maybe even a death to you. Don't you even worry, sweetie. They're going to get what they deserve, because judgment came out twice, back to back to back. A lot of us, we understand that this card means you can't get us anymore. Like you may still be able to get the high priestess. She may still have a moment where she is like, unknowing. But it feels like this Hierophant card, or this Hierophant status, is almost like this is what you made it to. Even though technically this is the highest card in the deck, I almost always revere this one as a spiritual leader of sorts, because you can be a high priestess and still screw up. You know what I mean? But once you're a Hierophant, it feels like you know better. You always know better. You know instinctually the Most High talks to you. You have communications, and you can teach it, and you know how to do it. You will not be trumped. You will not be messed with, and you will not be spiritually, you know, duped, if you will. Okay. Now, in this situation, it feels like you're being bound. But the spiritual leader, whoever bound you, they may not be a spiritual leader in the same sense as like a pastor or a preacher, but as long as you are a spiritual practitioner who teaches even your own child how to protect themselves, that qualifies as the definition of a spiritual teacher. Okay, so you may know what you're doing, and a lot of times these covens and cults, they go from mother to daughter to daughter to daughter to daughter, and a lot of times it'll be right up underneath the father's nose. They'll never even know what's happening. Okay, and so and I always like to quote David Wilcox here. You can say that you would know, but just remember back when they were working on the it was one of the big, I don't know, it was like the A-bomb. They were working on like the A-bomb, and nobody knew. And they all kept their mouth shut about it. Not one person squealed. And there was like thousands of people working on that thing. So before you say that, no, I would know. Just remember that, okay? Yeah. This is bringing light on all of this. This is it's happening soon too, if it's not happening already. Can you all see these cards? They're pretty intense over here. Let me see here. Let me get my shaman's deck out. We are all sacred dreamers, dreaming the world into existence. But you already knew that. Let me see. Now, I may do these small readings for my YouTube channel, but if anyone wants an actual reading, I do full readings. I do from birth to death, what I'm seeing, past life. I do soul retrieval, fragmented soul retrieval, so we can bring your soul back to, we call all your power back and whatever. But if you are interested in those services, what I was doing was working for Live Lines, and I was doing quick readings, you know. But when you do that, a lot of time you'll get in that flow state for a reading for somebody, and it just when you start going, boom, the time's up. Okay, and so it kind of screwed with the messaging. So I stopped and went back to YouTube because I was already on YouTube. There we go, resourcefulness. Okay, it looks like someone was doing this literally to your finances, and when they couldn't get your finances, they started trying to take you out, and when they couldn't get you out, it's almost like it all backfired onto them. So in this particular case, it's almost like these thorns fired back on themselves. Like what I'm seeing is it extending, boom, and it goes out, and then boom, it pops them all right back, and they all get hit with all these little thorns. See, the eye of the eagle rising above the phrase. Something about the eagles, the Eagle Club. I've been channeling the eagle. They've been telling me, see through the eye of the eagle. See from the eyes of your higher self. Overwhelm and plenty. Yeah, someone was doing this for resources. And it looks like when they couldn't do it, yeah, they kind of spazzed out, it looks like. But don't worry, this isn't going to come to fruition at all. It looks like it's completely under judgment no matter what, on both sides, on both ends of the spectrum. So it doesn't matter if it's like conventional or if it's orthodox or if it's, you know, baptismal or if it's, no matter what, this situation is under judgment. You got resources and overwhelm and plenty coming in. New beginnings, exactly. Tidy house and jeweled web. So you're going to be connecting. Yeah, clean up, clean your house. Sit down in about the water, do your meditation, Palo Santo, you know, do what you, the needle, intentionality, you know, get ready because you've got a lot of new energy coming in here because of what these people are trying to do to you. Because of what they've been doing. Azrael is coming in and saying, hey, don't you worry about it. I walk with you. I'm here. As long as you trust in me, trust in the Most High, or, you know, I say the Most High, it doesn't have to be looked at as spiritual necessarily per se. It can also be looked at as just simply doing the right thing, like the golden rule. It doesn't have to be like some Greek tragedy every single time we talk about it. It doesn't have to be some massive, you know, religious complex every time we speak. And it doesn't have to be less than that either. You know, we have to get back to the basics of religious aspects, love. We have to get back to the basics because if we don't, Earth isn't going to make it. The Mayans predicted the end of time, not the end of the world. Okay? They predicted the end of time, and people took it and ran with it. Lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. This is what we need to be focusing on. Okay? The ancestral wisdom, back to basics. And you may be like, okay, well, that's great. That's the same thing all the other readers are saying. Well, then maybe get off tarot for a little while and, you know, go meditate and talk to the Most High yourself and get some messages directly from source instead of worrying about whether or not we have the answers for you. You know, let me see real quick. I'm going to pull my message. I know nobody likes to hear that. I know. Oop. Sorry, I keep knocking into this. It's so close to me. All right, hang on a sec. Let me clear this energy out. And a lot of people, when they see the angel of death, they get afraid. But honestly, the energy of Azrael is so soft, so masculine, yet like very, it's hard to describe. It's very gentle, yet masculine, you know. So I'm not going to take Azrael down because I really do love the angel Azrael. Azrael is an angel. He walks with me. He has saved me from heartache and death more than I can count. On a massive scale. Okay, I'm not taking any of these yet. Before we close this reading out, what can I give my viewers? Ooh. What can I give my viewers? My collective. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. Okay. Seven of Swords, Chariot. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Whoever's doing this, they're hiding behind the moon. It's almost like they're doing chaos magic. See, I keep getting that. I knew this one white, she called herself a white witch, but she hid behind the moon. She wasn't a white witch. She was actually a very dark practitioner who did very dark spell work, and was able to get away with doing this for a long time until someone came along and said, hey, this is what this person's doing. Someone needs to make it stop. Okay. They still are doing it, but the magic is just so weak and so frail that not only has it been brought to everyone's attention, but it's kind of like in this energy right here, because we've already had this energy once. Remember our last reading, this card came out, this Five of Pentacles. So this person's magic, they're just trying to cover your eyes, though. The Two of Swords, they're just trying to, it's almost like their eyes are covered. It's like they're doing this magic blind. See what I'm saying? There's someone here. It's like these two people, they've got this until this person stands up and is like, oh, they get all up in the middle of things. See what I'm saying? It's like these two people had it fine until this third party came in. But it's okay because they're shooting in the dark. They're shooting their magic blind. Because they don't know what's going on with you. It's almost like it's a circus. It's just a joke. It's almost like it's all smoke and mirrors. See the tents set up in the background? These almost remind me of circus tents. Yeah, someone's trying to use the water and the moon to cover your eyes from what they're doing. Hang on, sorry. See, they're using the water and the energy of the moon, the darkness, the water, the chaos magic. You know, water's like very, you know, chaotic. It can be very calm, but it can be very chaotic. And the moon can be very beautiful, but it can also be very dangerous when it comes to the water flow and the tides. So honestly, it looks like it's a joke. It almost reminds me, look, of the Eastern Stars. See it? And how they like to be very controlling, but they don't control much of anything in reality. They hide behind the moon. And see, here's the Five of Pentacles again, stars. There's a lot of good Eastern Stars, but then there's a lot of hateful, dirty ones that are just... Ooh, I'm not trying to go for anybody here. I'm just saying they're... Why do y'all keep falling out like this? You're gonna act right. It looks like they're trying to cover someone's eyes from this magic. It feels like there's a woman trying to hide from a man. See these two here in the Chariot behind them? It makes me feel like there's a woman and a man who's working really hard, okay? Right here. But they're trying to hide the fact. They're hiding something. Somebody's hiding something. I can feel it. So I feel that energy of, oh, I don't want this message coming out. No, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. You know, I keep feeling that energy. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. You gotta tell him. Don't tell him. Look at that. Temperance. This is going to balance itself out. This has already had judgment called down on it. These people have hurt a lot of people If this is an Eastern Stars channeling, would make sense because they like to do a lot of craft work. Spellcraft, coven. Ooh, 4 Pentacles. This work's gonna pay. This is gonna pay off for you. But this is a spiritual practitioner doing this. I'm telling you, I can feel it. This entire pool, nothing but swords have came out. Yes, you've got your pentacles, but it's very fortified. You know, see, a lot of fighting behind the scenes. A lot of people with their sword, with their thing drawn, with their wand drawn, which could, honestly, it could also be sex magic. Okay, so let me see. Is that it? What was the point of this message then? Because I haven't channeled in forever, and now I'm coming on here. What was the point? Okay. I just heard. They've been hiding it in the bales of hay. Someone's got like a weapon in a bale of hay, is what I'm looking at here. Hang on. Stay alert, stay vigilant, but stay peaceful. Know I am with you. Peace be still. Don't forget that you are the light of my life. I am the creator, and you are my child. You are a spark of me, and you will return to me. Thank you, Most High. Okay, I'm sorry if you are experiencing someone passing away. My condolences. I will ask the angels of mercy to come in, be with the loved ones of the person passing away while they are going through their judgment and life review, and be with the family as Azrael comes in and offers wisdom and love and light during the life review. And just, I offer my condolences, but honestly, let's get this energy out of here. Close the door, please, and thank you, Most High God. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And so it is. And if anyone needs anything, you know where I'm at. Make a comment. You can say whatever you want. Talk to me. Don't talk to me. I've had a few people making comments on here. I've had one who has been repeatedly stalking and following me around everywhere in the comments that she keeps putting on my channel. It's a little rude, but I just delete it and keep going because I don't play like that. Homie, don't play that. So, if you need me, I'm here always. And thank you for sharing your time with me. As always, I'm your rhythmic light worker. Later.